Guys, this is After Josh. So I'm just letting you know that at 27:12, that's the end of the hardware part, and at the beginning of that, that's all the software related stuff and certain how I have it set up, which will be switched to, which will be seen in the screen sharing app using QuickTime. So I hope it's good quality, so I haven't really checked it that much. So thanks for watching. Bye. Hi guys, so I'm just showing you the hardware part of the video first. So basically I have this USB dongle for this keyboard and this mouse. It is the Logitech MX Master and the Logitech MX Keys full size keyboard. And so this is the keyboard I use. So I had to run it from over to that thing right there, because that's where I switch keyboard between the computer that's over there and the computer that's usually sitting right here. I'm just waiting for the dock to get it. It'll be here in a couple hours. And so basically the dock is going to be connected to the MacBook. The cable's going to be right here. The dock is going to be sitting over here with like a longer Thunderbolt cable. And then these cables you see right here are going to be hooked to that dock. One of those cables go to the to the switcher there. That switcher switches this monitor input and this keyboard input right here to the computer that's behind me, and also the computer that's sitting here. So this is my amplifier. So what this amplifier does is this cable right here, the white cable, goes over here, and this basically goes to my headphones. So when I press the button, it switches between computer A1 and computer 2. So the computer, the Mac Mini, and my MacBook. So the Mac Mini is on right now. The MacBook is right here, which is number 2. And so that goes to this amplifier right here. So when I turn up this volume, it goes to the headphones. So it goes to the headphones over here. When I raise the volume over here, when I press over here, it raises the volume for that. This one basically raises the volume for the speakers and subwoofer right here. This Stream Deck is basically just my control surface for the MacBook, and so I have I have all the stuff I usually use on my MacBook on here, so I can press a button and it will work. This cable runs to that bundle of cables over there. This Stream Deck here is my control Stream Deck for this computer over here. For my Mac Mini, which runs OBS, because I was using the Mac Mini as my main computer and my MacBook as my recording PC, and I thought and I rather use the MacBook as a portable machine again, and just hook it up to the docking station when I am at this desk. And if I'm not at this desk or don't want to use it, I can use the Mac Mini still as a normal computer, since all it is running that. So for these drives here you see are on my Mac Mini, in my Mac Mini 2014, and that is running Home Assistant. It's running Home Assistant, and also my hard drive, my Time Machine backup, and also my storage server, and also storage for OBS, because import is OBS, and that gets saved to there, and then I can upload the video there, or if I'm streaming it, I can just press stream on there, because I have these buttons right here that you can't really see. There, it's record, stream, and stream and record. So stream and record is just the ones without specifically record function or without stream function, and it allows me to switch between the scenes. So I can basically just press the record or stream button and it'll start the intro and stuff like that. But I'll go to that in more detail when I get into the hardware stuff. Into the software. But this is a Behringer amplifier. So this just is for controlling headphone and speaker volume. So I can basically use it to, if I need a physical knob for controlling volume that isn't on the Stream Deck. Because if we go to audio, I have my audio set up right here. These are just the inputs for my Wave XLR. One of them is right here. This one is for controlling my Mac Mini's Wave XLR, which is for this microphone. And also, there's another Wave XLR behind there that you can't see, but that one is just for this amplifier. It goes to the amplifier, so I can get volume on input number 2 to the amplifier, and then because of this, input 1 goes to the first Wave XLR, input number 2 goes to the white cable to here, which is the input of the headphone jack, and then this goes to the out. It goes to the, the output. This goes to the input of the other Wave XLR. So, and that controls volume with this Stream Deck right here when it's on. And I have a Stream Deck pedal that I use for just mainly over behind me. I'll get to like there. And so basically these cables are a lot less. So if I had to change anything right here, I'd probably move this monitor down onto the table and then move mount the little what's that thing called? The network switch onto the wall with some Velcro ties, and mount the little switcher that you see up here onto the wall, and then just use everything here, and then put some speaker stands over there. But I'm not going to do actually that because of this stand is actually perfect for like where I have it. Because the monitor is at the perfect viewing angle for this. Because when I have the computer, when I have switched on to the MacBook, this monitor and that monitor is switched to the MacBook, or it's switched to the Mac Mini. And this monitor is specifically just for the Mac Mini because of this because I basically made it so I was running OBS on OBS Blade on this computer just so I could monitor the computer. I would run it on the MacBook, but I basically found out that just to script it, it was more of a pain in the butt just to get the script. So what I'm planning on doing is this is basically a thing when I find a switch that works. So basically, because right now I'm using a switch there. I have tons of HDMI switches, but the problem is I have this HDMI switch here, and this HDMI switch, this USB switcher. The issue is, one of the HDMI switchers I have basically crosstalks with the the USB switcher. So if I press input number 2 on there, it switches the keyboard to input number 2. And if I switch the computer to input 1, nothing happens. But if I press 2 and switch the monitor to input number 2, it would basically switch that to input number 2. So I have to find a switcher that doesn't crosstalk with that one. And the other switcher I had that would work, that wasn't cross-talking with that one, was cross-talking with that switcher over there. And so since I basically control everything by the Stream Deck, using Home Assistant, I pretty much just because the switching happens through that guy, the IR blaster, and then the IR switch, the IR receivers are there on that thing right there, and then beside it is the IR switcher for that guy over there. And then in the unboxing area of this room, I have it so it there's a little HDMI switcher, and what that switcher does, it's a 2 input 2 output switcher. So the 2 inputs are the Mac Mini that you see on the screen, and then the MacBook that usually would be sitting here. And so basically with those two things, it's connected to the output. The inputs are connected to the output, which is one capture card. And that capture card is my HD660X. And that HD660X is connected to audio. It's connected to a analog audio cable, mainly for the fact that with the Blackmagic Design Ultra Studio Recorder 3G, it has issue keeping the audio set. So and so I moved because sometimes it drops audio, sometimes it basically clips the audio. So I just said it's not worth basically using the audio on that, because of if it clips, then the audio is ruined. If it basically is no audio, then the video is ruined, because the video is ruined without audio, and the video is ruined if it's clipped, because the audio would be ruined unless I re-record the audio. And so I hooked the camera, which is a via HC020 USB web camera. And so it does 4K on USB, and it does 4K on 4K on HDMI. But in order to set this thing up, you have to plug it into a computer first. First, in order to get it working, you gotta plug it into power, and then which is a computer, and then it has to be a Windows computer first. Then you gotta change it to HDMI by plugging the HDMI port into the TV. You gotta plug it into a Windows computer first. Then you gotta use some kind of camera viewer app like the one Windows has, and then you have to change it from. Then you gotta change it from. You gotta change it to HDMI with the remote it comes with. From there, once you change it to HDMI, I usually set mine to whatever resolution my capture card would be at, or the display I'm setting to. Because if you set it to 4K and plug into a 1080p monitor or TV, it won't show up. So if you're planning on using it at 4K, plug it into the computer, set it to 4K, and then unplug it from the computer and plug it into a power source, and then plug it into a TV just to make sure it works. And at 4K, then you can plug it into your capture card. But if you're planning on using it at 1080p, however, I'm setting it at 10. It's 1080i 60 because of it can't do a 1080p 60. It can do 1080p 30, but it can't do 1080p 60. But it do the 1080i 660. And so once you do that, you can plug it into a 4K TV if you want, and it will show up if it's 1080p, because it would just the TV would upscale it to 4K, but it can't downscale it to 1080p. So from actually there, this camera is going to be hooked up. This camera is going to be hooked up to the docking station. So when the MacBook is plugged in here and it's on, and the docking station's on, the Mac would send signal to there, which means it'll get video from the USB. So I can use it as basically a conference camera. And then the HDMI would then work on the capture card over there, so I can capture the same image at the same exact time on two different computers. let's see. The other camera, which I'll show you next, is my overhead camera, and that is basically the same as that camera, but it runs on USB only, because I haven't because I was gonna get a Roadcaster video, but the problem is I haven't seen any videos about it yet, and so I don't know how it would work with such a companion. So I wanted to basically use it to replace my Ultra Studio 3G and my HD60X and a Wave XLR, because one Wave XLR will still be dedicated to audio, so I can control it with the Stream Deck. But if I could control the Roadcaster video with the Stream Deck, then I could basically retire one Wave XLR and also retire my capture cards, my 2 capture cards, and have 1 capture card and audio interface in one, and then just run a separate mic like this one over to the other side, so I can capture audio over HDMI and not have to worry about USB, and just use USB for power. But this is a nice camera. It does 4K, but if you're at 4K and you're zooming in, it's better quality. But if you're at 1080p, but if you're running at 1080p and you're basically like this far, like this at your camera, it wouldn't be as sharp. I'm sorry about the keyboard dust. It wouldn't be as good up super close in 1080p. But if you're running it at 4K, the closeness should be fine. So, and then this is the MIDI controller I use for Logic and also other like sound making apps like Ableton and Pro Tools, which are some I usually use. So, and it's hanging off the edge a little bit because of I still need mouse movement, and this is here for control of the other computer, and this is where the laptop usually sits. So let me just show you my other side. Okay, so this is what you usually see if I'm recording face down like this. You don't see the pencils, but basically this is a self-healing mat that I use for project cutting on and stuff like that. I have the echo here because it was over here once, but I moved it over here to one safe space. You don't actually see this part, but I have this right here so it doesn't get in the camera way. That smart plug is for controlling this guy because it gets a little warm in here. And this smart plug is going to be for my docking station. And so these are all the pens I have: pencils and paint markers, and some pencils and pens just for drawing if I'm doing physical media. But if I'm doing digital media, I use it on my computer over on the other side or over here. So going over here there's a Stream Deck here. This hasn't been set up yet, but it's mainly going to be aimed at turning on this monitor and stuff. I have a Stream Deck pedal right there for starting the recording, but you don't see this part right here, but I got it as clean as I possibly could. This is a whole bunch of HDMI cables, Ethernet, and stuff. And so over there is my docking station I was using with my MacBook for like a while, and for like capturing. That's like to the Mac Mini. This Mac Mini is running this guy, which is the Stream Deck. It's running the Stream Deck pedal. It's running the Stream Deck XL over here, and it's also running that capture card, the capture card there, and that's it. And it's running the docking station. The docking station has the stuff on there. So that fan is connected to that smart plug. That smart plug is called Mac because I was using it to turn on a USB hub that I labeled Mac, but that USB hub has been decommissioned, and basically this one is going there. So give me a second. Sorry, got a phone call. So basically with that Mac one, so it runs to the USB fan right here. So this fan is a solder job. It's one of the first solder jobs I did. It's a USB cable that's has red to red, black to black, and it has a fan cable which is yellow to red and black to black. So black is ground, red's hot, and yellow's hot in this case. And so it pushes the full complete volts for the fan on there. And I'm using a silent fan to actually push air. So I had the spare fan. I also had the spare USB cable and the fan adapter. So that fan blows on the capture card. So when the computer's on, when actually the server's on, when like this docking station is on over here, I want to have it so the fan just is automatically on with the USB, but that would be taking up a Thunderbolt port, and so I might just do actually that eventually. But that fan will be plugged into there over USB C to USB A, and the USB A to fan. Yeah, it might cause overcurrent, but I have this on here just so I could basically, when I'm recording, it would just capture, when I have this monitor on, which means I'm recording over here, the fan will be on, blowing on the capture card and the dock station. The dock station by itself doesn't get warm, but the capture card does get warm when it starts recording, and the Mac Mini is there. And I moved it over here because it was over there, but I'm planning on putting the docking station for the MacBook over there, and this is what it will look like with this monitor on. And then this one is the same exact that's on the monitor right here. This one right here is the same exact thing. So when OBS is open, I'll basically be able to see the whole screen of like OBS. And so before I had it where the Stream Deck was, but I didn't like it because I was looking down a lot. And so, but right where I have it now, it's at eye level, and when I'm sitting down and I can unbox this stuff right here or draw, and it still gets captured, and then this display wouldn't be picked up in there. So when I press the little Stream Deck pedal button, the first one is for starting recording. Second one is for start streaming, and stop streaming. So with this guy, this is connected to that capture card. So the first input is connected to the Mac Mini. The second input is connected to over there. So basically, it's connected. This HDMI is connected to a splitter. To a HDMI splitter that's behind the actual capture card. That's behind the docking station, and that cable goes to this monitor and that monitor and my capture card. Also, input number one. So when I switch the scene from the Mac to the MacBook, it would capture the whole screen and it would pause the MacBook audio. And so it would pause the MacBook audio since I had it set up for the MacBook. So, but now I got to change it to the Mac Mini. So the Mac Mini would actually mute versus the MacBook would mute. And also switches, it'll have a please wait scene on there, so it doesn't show the no says signal switching on there, which would make it as less immersive. This lamp is just here for shining light on here. So if you look like this, this is how it looks when you see it. It's not as light, but it's exposed because of my phone camera. But normally it would be a lot brighter, and normally that cable there goes the little other 8 USB to adapter that goes through this bundle over here, that goes over there to this switcher. To the IR blaster. So that's always on, so I can control it with the Stream Deck through Companion. Not Companion, Home Assistant. And so basically, this is basically there, just hasn't been set up yet because I haven't actually got around to it yet. But I literally just recently moved this over here, and I'm going to set up this and reset up that one. I'm not going to change the icons, I don't think, at least. I might not. But that's going to be set up with the MacBook over here. So that's the hardware. So I'm going to show you the software. Some of it I'm not going to go deep into software-wise because some of it has for like controlling my music player. So that's kind of has to go through there. So I'll show you that part. Show you the video of the screen share after that. So thanks for watching this part so far. So next is the audio. Next is the Stream Deck and wiideathmodyt and Home Assistant and not Home Assistant, the Stream Deck, Keyboard Maestro, and wiideathmodyt. So yeah. Hi guys. So I at the moment am running 2 instances of OBS because I've tried to figure out how to capture OBS without actually using by using screen capture. I tried slobs and that didn't work. So I was just did some other stuff. So I'll show you how I did that, and this is a part of the showing you the software side of stuff, because the one copy of OBS is minimize the tray, one is open. So the one you want to record with, you want to have that open first, and then you want to have it open with the the thing you want to record after. So you can press the record button on your Stream Deck to tell it to record. So and as you can see here, this is that screen running OBS Blade on my MacBook. So yeah, so I'm gonna go to the next part of this video, and it's the audio part. It's the software part. So hi guys. So this is the desktop. So I'll start off with the OBS since I have it open right here already. So this is my OBS setup that I use for recording most of the videos. I'm recording on another OBS setup that is the face camera, and also because when I use this one, I can't use the face cam on here unless I open this one first. So basically, if you see that there's no camera on face camera, because I'm using it right here. So basically, the start scene is just my start scene. The main scene is just a filler, a placeholder, but you can make folders in the software something called Streamlabs OBS, but you can't with regular OBS, which is fine. Intro just plays my intro, and it gives you a warning and just other stuff. So then there's a intro placeholder, and there goes the face camera. You don't see anything, mainly for the fact that I'm using the camera right now. So this is what the camera looks like. It is on a green screen. So desktop. This is the desktop that I'm capturing twice. And with this one, I can switch between the hold and, which is just this guy, and it just does it for a couple seconds. Then I also have my actual overlay microphone. This would mute the input when it goes to the desktop, which I'm okay with because I'm on the desktop now. So now after that is Master Duels. With Master Duels, this one is more of a the square you see, the tiny square you see on the outside here is my capture window for the field. This is player 1, player 2, player 2, player 1, and then the card for that I play or activate or look at from the opponent. And then the next one, which is unbox, which is my camera behind me. I already did a unboxing video. I already did a video about that. And then VLC just starts VLC recording. There's no camera because I usually save that, and I usually make it so the camera just opens at when it pauses the video, it would open, and when it unpauses the video, it basically mutes the microphone. It mutes the microphone and turns off the camera while when it is unmuted. I mean, when it's unpaused, it would play the video. We would play have the camera and unmute the audio. So yeah. Then I have the lower thirds, which just plays my lower thirds. Then agree. And so, sorry about that. I kind of fell asleep there just a tiny bit. I've been at this for like 12 hours. So please wait. It's just a please wait. And then there is, sorry if that was a few seconds. I feel like a minute. So, board is the player board, player 1, player 2, card box. And so, yeah. Now we're going back up to the start. So, you're just saying I'm recording with OBS still, but I didn't make it fancy. So, let me just start with some of the stuff here. So, like I'll start with the this one right here. HDD eject is basically it tells every disk except for that isn't Macintosh sheet to eject. And then this one above here is open, so just as an open mount. Then there is quit, so it shows OBS, and then it shows OBS, and then it would. I honestly might. I might just change this so it uses the OBS that I have here for that I'm recording with now. So, and then the draw one is just the regular one. It hides OBS, but I don't know. I might not. So. Then OBS Blade is the one I just created that turns everything on for that. And VLC start, basically starts VLC. Masterdoll open, basically. This one, I mean, this is OBS open, which is it does open -n-a obs.app -arguments -portable -multi -collection which is tutorial -profile, which is tutorial. And so that basically boots up the tutorial OBS, which is the one I'm on which is the one that I just lower down. And so you get it started as a portable / multi-window device. And so let me just go down to the showcase one. Showcase one is the one I'm recording on right now. And so what this does is open -n-a spaces between there, OBS space app space.app -arguments -portable -multi -collection -showcase -profile, and that will be showcase. There's parentheses between those two, and then minimize the tray. So it just minimizes the tray, and then yeah. Sorry. Now we're going to my Mac Mini. But with this Mac Mini, which is my server, loading this guy. So with this one, it does this does a shutdown sequence, which is 6 seconds wait, 24 seconds quit, and then 24 second, and basically it will close the VMware Fusion. It will wait 24 seconds, and then it'll open our terminal. Then it'll wait 3 seconds, and it'll run this command, which is sudo applications /VM / and so after the sudo password, it does xampp shutdown, and then it does a sudo password, And then the start one is pretty much the same, but it starts it up after VMware Fusion starts. It basically opens terminal, runs the start command, and then it should be done after that. And then press enter for both of them. So yeah. I'm sorry if I'm falling asleep. It's because of I literally drank 4 Red Bulls today, and I ended up basically just having 6 cups of coffee. And so basically, if I seem a little tired or doing some micro blackouts, then you know I actually woke up at around 5 o'clock this morning. So now we're gonna go to the Stream Deck. So since actual this is where everything is pretty much changed. So as you're seeing it now is not its final form, but pretty much everything else is gonna stay the same. Like pretty much I'm gonna basically be changing the icons to something more my taste again. And so because I thought, hey, it will look nice to kind of make it kind of look like it fanned out, but it didn't really work out. So in home it has I'll start with number 1, which is home. Home has studio off and on. So on basically turns on the studio, and it turns it off, which basically turns on the monitors around me, and also the smart plug for the docking station that my Mac Mini connects to. The OBS turns on OBS specifically. It turns on the version of OBS. It turns on the version of like OBS that has Showtime. I mean Showcase connected to it, which is the main one. This turns on my speakers. It's just a smart plug from Home Assistant. Home Assistant Home Assistant buttons for scripts. They're for sending remote commands. PC2 is the same thing, but PC2 and USB 2 do USB and the PC switching. This one just does the monitor switching. This one just does the USB switching. Then the next one, which is dock, which turns on my docking station for my MacBook. I mean, that's not the docking station for my Mac actually Mini, but I would rather just a button for my actual docking station for my MacBook. Then there is a side monitor. The side monitor is on the other side of the room for it's an eye level now. Then there is Zoom. It's for starting Zoom. And then the mount just mounts the hard drives. The restarts the computer. NAS restart. Bitsy also restarts the NAS. This is done. So server. Sleep. And then this starts foobar. Play, next, and pause. And so, sorry about that again. I just micro blacked out again. So, again, I probably need to go sleep soon. So, same thing right here. All this is pretty much the same. But this is PC2. It just switches the PC screen from in OBS to the Mac Mini. From the Mac Mini to it switches it from the Mac Mini to the it switches it from the Mac Mini to the to the MacBook. So capture card is basically just restarts let's see, then this one is just a switch for the MacBook. And the piece is a switch for the MacBook and the Mac Mini, and yeah. So all of this is it's unsorted, mainly for the fact that I am doing this from a different OBS setup, so it kind of gets the caught. So yeah, I was just saying that's something funny, so sorry. So I'm sorry if it looks like I'm falling asleep, because I am. So this is basically the unmute / mute, computer audio, playback, which is more of it unmutes the microphone. It switches the VLC camera to it switches the VLC media player to my Mac my MacBook, and it will do the capture of the desktop and other stuff that is not doing there, but so yeah. Also source visibility. The record and you'll see. Pretty much all these are the same for those two. There are slight changes. This one only does recording. This one does only streaming. So if you look at here, this is stream. And there's a lot of stuff in here, so then stop basically starts a stream, and then it goes to the next yeah, go to bed soon. And this goes to desktop, and once it goes to desktop, I press this guy stop, and it stops all the recordings, and it would. And let's see, sorry, I'm actually falling asleep badly. Sorry if this turns out into a rambling mess, but basically, this one is the face cam. It has so it's basically the face, so each of these are individual, because I'm kind of wrap it so fast. So these are all individual. This is the face cam scene, desktop scene, drawing scene, master duel scene, and then there's the playback scene, capture scene, and all those all have their own start and stop what's the thing, streaming site. And then this one, which is the other ones are the same exact thing, but it's record. And then number 4 is stream and record, which is this one. This one basically is just this is the only one that records, and everything else is literally everything else is just this one it just records, but then these have their own individual switching, so it waits 8 seconds to switch between there. So you're kind of guaranteed to get a it would be kind of just a standard. I'm sorry. So with the PC1, it just switches the PC1. I can switch it back and forth. This guy is Master. This one is the only one that has a physical recording button in there, because when I basically start here, I want to stop when I get tired of it, and then just split it into parts, and or just keep it going. So last thing on here on this page is pretty much new is this. This one is showcase. So showcase is what I'm recording OBS on now, and I'm showing OBS on this one right now, and I'm showing OBS on the computer. I'm recording OBS I'm recording the screen with this. So there's no fancy effects. It's just plain recording that I'm gonna drop into my editing software. But this one, it just records and then it quits. The other one, which is different, this one will do unmute the microphone, and then since it unmutes the microphone, it would then go through the thing and play. It'll go in through and I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry. So with this one, it unmutes it. It goes to the screen. It opens the other one, and then it will open OBS Blade on another computer. Then this one will quit OBS Blade. Then it will quit the software, OBS and OBS, and then it'll turn off the actual microphone. I'm muting. So, and this one needs microphone. I just didn't do it. I'm so sorry. And that was muted. This one is unmuted. So sorry again. Oh god, I need to stop this ad. So this has page 2 on there. So last page, this is my audio page that's being controlled by WaveLink. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll give you one last look of everything in the room before I sign off here, and then get this edited and uploaded, and then go to bed. So the docking station is going to get set up tomorrow, because it got here at 5 p.m. and yeah, and so I was just too busy doing some scripting work. So thanks for watching this part. So thanks for watching, and I'll let you, hope you enjoyed the video so far, and I'll sign off in a minute. I'm just gonna tell you the prices of each of the stuff, just in case you want to get it and where to get it from. So smart plugs off Amazon. $9. That was 9. That was 9. That was 9 up here. The USB bricks were from Walmart, $10. Lamp from hardware store. Not going over to anime because that was off eBay. Most of it was. The switcher was from Amazon. $20. 28 Pacific. Docking station, B&H. Fan. Computer case from eBay. Let's see, Mac Mini. I think I got that from. I don't remember where I got that from. I think I got it from the Apple Store. No, I got it from Best Buy. So, capture card, Guitar Center, capture card, B&H. No, Best Buy. I got a lot of stuff from B&H. So the switcher that's back, the splitter that's back there, Amazon, $10. This monitor, B&H. The camera, B&H. The camera mount, B&H. This green screen, B&H. The MacBook, B&H. The cables there, computer store I go to. HDMI cable extension, B&H, microphone, Guitar Center, lights, eBay, speakers. Those two were B&H. This subwoofer was Guitar Center. This laptop stand, B&H. That from a Guitar Center. This from Amazon. This from Best Buy. The other Stream Deck from Best Buy. That one's from what's that place called? That's from B&H also. The other one's from Best Buy. Switcher over there, Amazon, USB switcher. HDMI splitter, Amazon. Camera here, B&H, so I didn't tell the prices either, but I'll go through each of those. 10, 20, 200, 100, 199, the keyboard, 114, mouse, 99, both from Best Buy. Helon Canvas, 13, Amazon, $400. The splitter from B&H, $40. Splitter, $20. Apple TV, $100 and $148. These PDUs, custom Black Lion PDUs, they were customized, so 200 a piece, and then those headphones, 300. Sennheiser, Guitar Center, Sweetwater. That's from Amazon. This monitor from Amazon. This monitor from B&H. So that monitor was $99. This monitor was $300. The desk was off eBay. Don't recommend it though. It was cheap. All the other etc. cables that you see, that splitter was from. The Ethernet switcher was from Amazon. That headphone jack switcher was from Amazon. 25 for the Ethernet switcher. All the cables that you see in here, about $200. That's just the ones you can see right here. There's more behind the desk. Because there's some actually more down there, but you don't see them. There was a UPS in here for this setup over there, but right there's a HDMI. I mean a power strip. UPS there. $70. $25. This fan was like $10 if you cared. So and then the LG TV OLED, $250. So yeah. And then these chairs were $300, so that's $600. The pens, well, these were from Staples. The pens in total were about $300. Michaels for those pens and pencils. Those paint markers off of Amazon. That's where the majority of the price at. Those pens were $19. What's those? What are those things called? I'm trying to remember. Color pencils, yay! Can remember. So color pencils were like $15, and those markers were $20. So the majority of the cost were those pens because they're really expensive. And over here is just some spare of these things. I actually got a lot of these because they actually work really good. So I just got them because of got 2 packs mainly for the fact that I use them a lot, and so I use them to move these things. And so, and just to let you know, this is how this one goes. And there we go. So, thanks for watching, and this is just an overview of the room. And, yep. Thanks for watching. Bye.